थे, बनते नहीं थे, उनके कपड़े वगैरह बहुत साफ नहीं रहते थे, बज़ाहिर एक मुफलिस से, गरीब से, मिस्कीन से इंसान लगते थे। ये इब्राहीम जम्माल मुलाकात करने के लिए जाते हैं अली बिन यकीन के पास। वो कौन है? मैंने बताया वजीर। आप सोचें अभी किसी मिनिस्टर से आपको मुलाकात करना हो तो क्या कैफियत होगी? देयर इज अ प्रोटोकॉल फॉर दैट। Too much of, like, you have to send a letter or maybe a request, and then it will get processed, and then approval will come and you will get checked and this and that. तो अली बिन यकीन के दरबार में जब वो पहुंचे तो उन्होंने मुलाकात करने से मना कर दिया। हो सकता है उन्होंने सोचा पता नहीं ये कौन है। So the point is that Ali bin Yaqeen, being a minister of Harun Rashid, but Ali bin Yaqeen is one of the friends of Imam Kazim. So he's a positive person, he's a good person, but he denied to meet with Ibrahim Jammal. Now, this matter was brought to the attention of Imam Kazim. Imam Kazim, what he did? Next year, Ali bin Yaqeen was coming for Umrah. Some of you recently went for Umrah. He went for Umrah. And in Umrah, he thought maybe I can travel to Medina as well and have a meeting with Imam Kazim. He came to meet Imam Kazim, and Imam Kazim denied to meet with him. Ali bin Yaqeen is a friend of Imam Kazim. He was like, I'm a very near person to Imam Kazim, I can meet with him, etc., etc. But he came to the door and he said to the servant, go and tell Imam that Ali bin Yaqeen is here. The servant went inside and came out and he said, Imam doesn't want to meet with you. Then he said, no, go again. Tell him that I'm the one who's minister at Harun Rashid's palace, this and that. He again went, he said, no, Imam doesn't want to meet with you. And then for the third time he said, go and tell my Mawla what is the mistake that has happened from my end that he doesn't want to meet with me. Now this is a lesson for us. We are the ones, we are Shia of Ahlul Bayt, we are considering ourselves as the friends of Ahlul Bayt. At times it happens that we do a mistake. Doing a mistake, there is a defining line that the moment we do a mistake, are we still arrogant on our mistake and shortcoming? Or we confess and admit that we have done a mistake? We have to learn this small thing from Ali bin Yaqeen. Ali bin Yaqeen, after 2 times of denial for the meeting, he understood there is something which has happened from my end and I do not know. And this is not only dedicated to Imam, it is also for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well. Many times you go to masjid, you want something from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You do dua, this amal, this zikr, that zikr. Maulana, do dua, Quran का इस्तिखारा निकालो. बहुत से लोग में बात है, मौलाना देख के बताइए कुरान का इस्तिखारा आज मेरे साथ क्या होने वाला है? What is it? हम लोग को नहीं, कभी-कभी we don't get that result. But we do not understand that when you are not getting a result, when you are not getting a response after 1, 2, 3 times of dua, there is something has happened. कल परसों कुछ किया, एक हफ्ते पहले कुछ मिस्टेक हो गई है आपसे. You have to compensate for that. That is the moment you have to come back to awliya, you have to come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as well and tell Allah that I know something has happened. I know there is a mistake that has happened from my end. Now I'm coming for asking the forgiveness. This is the way. Ali bin Yaqeen said for the 3rd time, when Imam denied, Ali bin Yaqeen said, okay, there is something which has happened. Go and tell my Mawla, what is that? And tell me how can I compensate. This time, Mawla, Imam Kazim sent a message and he said, there was a person who's my friend, Ibrahim Jamal, you denied to meet with him. And Ali bin Yaqeen was like, I did not know. It was not on purpose. Doesn't matter. You hurt his feelings. Go and compensate. Mawla, I'm in Medina right now. How can I go to Kufa? Then Imam said, you come at that time to Jannatul Baqi, to Qabristan al-Baqi, there is a camel waiting for you. Go with that camel, you will do Tayyul Ard. Without spending time, you will reach to Kufa. Go ask forgiveness from Ibrahim Jamal and come back. Then Ali bin Yaqin goes to Qabristan al-Baqi and rides that camel, goes to Kufa and knocks the door of Ibrahim and Jamal, knocks the door at night time. Knock, who's there? It's Ali bin Yaqin. Who Ali bin Yaqin? I'm the minister. At this time of night, you are coming over here. I am a layman, you are coming to my... Okay, I have something to discuss with you. Let me in. Then they went inside, they sat over there. Ali bin Yaqin said, I have done something wrong with you. I did not meet with you. Please forgive me. He said, may Allah forgive you. He said, no, Allah will never forgive me unless you are forgiving me. Then Ali bin Yaqin laid down. And he asked Ibrahim and Jamal to put your feet on my face. And he put his right feet on his right face. And then he turned and said, again this side of face as well. And after that, Ali bin Yaqin said, oh Allah, be witness, I asked forgiveness from this person. And then Ali bin Yaqin came back with the same camel to Medina within seconds. Tayyul Ard. Within seconds came back to Medina, and then Imam Kazim led him in, and Imam Kazim met with him. What is the lesson over here? Ahlul Bayt. When there is someone who's telling, who's saying, who's claiming that I'm a Shia of Ahlul Bayt, I'm friend of Ahlul Bayt. Ahlul Bayt want from you that you confess when you are making a mistake. Confess in front of Allah and compensate for that. The moment you want to compensate, it is them who are going to help you. Don't you know, many of such examples are there. Ibn Kawwa का एक एग्जाम्पल है इमाम अली के ज़माने में कि जहाँ पर उसने चोरी की, इमाम ने उंगलियों काटा, लेकिन इमाम ने दोबारा मौजूदगी से उंगलियों को जोड़ दिया. यहाँ पर अली बिन यकीन ने गलती की, इमाम ने तय्युल अर्ज सिखा दिया. यानी क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं? इमाम एक मैसेज देना चाह रहे हैं टू ऑल द पीपल हु आर क्लेमिंग टू बी फ्रेंड्स ऑफ अहलुल बैत, that even if you are a friend of Ahlul Bayt, if you are committing a mistake, you have to compensate that. अगर आप किसी के दोस्त हैं, अगर ये दोनों तरफ से है, ये दोनों तरफ से है, अगर आपका कोई दोस्त मिस्टेक कर रहा है, अगर आपका कोई दोस्त मिस्टेक कर रहा है, that doesn't mean क्योंकि मेरा दोस्त है it's okay. That doesn't mean क्योंकि for everything आपका दोस्त है, आपका बाप है, आपकी माँ है, आपकी बहन है, आपका भाई है, आपका बेटा है, आपकी बेटी है, आपका रिश्तेदार है, कोई भी है, अगर अच्छा है तो अच्छा है, अगर डिजर्विंग है तो अच्छा है, अगर गलत है तो गलत है. Doesn't matter. You are a friend, near friend of Imam Kazim, having so much of status, but when you are committing a mistake, when you are not deserving to meet with Imam Kazim, Imam Kazim will not let you meet with him. So, with regards to our friends as well, we have to be very careful. That first example for the enemies. تَوَاضَعُوا مَعَ الْمُتَوَاضِعِينَ تَكَبَّرُوا مَعَ الْمُتَكَبِّرِينَ. The second example, even for the friends, we have to be careful. जैसे इमाम अली अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम ने जब जनाब अकील ने कुछ एक्स्ट्रा रिक्वेस्ट की, एक्स्ट्रा एक्सपेक्ट किया, कहा नहीं तो मेरे भाई हो इसका मतलब नहीं कि हम एक्स्ट्रा दे देंगे. लिहाजा दोस्त होना, भाई होना, रिश्तेदार होना क्राइटेरिया नहीं है. क्या वो सामने वाला डिजर्विंग है या डिजर्विंग नहीं है? अगर डिजर्विंग नहीं है, यू कैन नॉट गिव एक्स्ट्रा टू एनीवन. वरना रोज़े क़यामत इमाम काज़िम फरमाएंगे, मैंने तो सीरत बयान की थी, अली बिन यकीन तो इतने करीब थे मेरे, लेकिन मैंने मना कर दिया, मुलाकात नहीं की. तुमने इससे क्या सीखा? वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और आखिरी लेसन आजकल